Hello and welcome to the SloanC online workshop tour. This brief video should give you an idea of how the SloanC workshops are set up, operate, and run. If you'd like more information, please visit the Sloan Consortium website at www.sloanconsortium.org. If you have a specific question that you would like someone to answer for you, please send us an email at workshops@sloanconsortium.org. Just a brief overview about our workshops. They're really a cost-effective way for professional development, whether it's for one individual or for a whole organization of individuals. Each workshop is developed by practitioners who have specific expertise in their field that's meant to be delivered to practitioners who are actually working in online education. Each year, thousands of colleagues worldwide participate in these workshops, which also provides a really unique way to network with many other individuals who may be testing out new things or dealing with challenges that you might have. Our workshops are widely acclaimed among many different professional development organizations that are located within online education. Just looking at some numbers, in 2011, we plan to have over 85 different workshops offered. Those workshops run between 10 days and 3 weeks in duration, so depending upon the workshop there are different lengths. Those workshops that are in high demand, they run multiple times a year. For example, our Getting Started workshop runs 8 times a year. So that's why it's important to review what workshops interest you for the year and the schedule in which they're offered so that you don't miss out on something that you're interested in taking. Once you register for a workshop and the workshop concludes, you have access to those materials for up to a year after the workshop ends. So if you want to go back in and use any of those resources, please feel free to do so. And if you would like to receive a certificate of completion for each workshop, you can do that. Just make sure that you follow the directions in the workshop for the graded assignment. It tells you specifically what you need to do and how you need to set that up to receive a satisfactory grade to download a certificate. Just as a review, in each workshop there's some who's who. The facilitator is the subject matter expert. This individual puts together presentations, resources, and leads the discussion in the discussion forums on the workshop topic. You will also see a producer and an associate producer who are people who work with the Sloan Consortium, and they develop Moodle, which is our learning management site where the workshops are housed, and they help lead the Illuminate Live sessions in terms of getting things kicked off, doing housekeeping, and helping you. So those two individuals are great people to go to if you have a tech or how-to question. They're your go-to people. What we'd like to do now is take you on a little tour of 3 of our workshops. One is the Getting Started workshop. This workshop is great for those who are just beginning in the online education, gives them great strategies and tips on how to set up their course. Academic Integrity is an example of one of our intermediate level workshops. This is where you want to particularly work on a specific area within online education and strengthen that. And then we have some technology focused workshops like Great Web 2.0 tools. So if you want to learn some more technology tools, those types of things. So let's jump into Getting Started. Okay, here you see our Getting Started workshop, and it opens up where it shows you what you hope to get out of the participation in this workshop, and it introduces you to your facilitator for the workshop. And if you would click on Sharon Taylor's name, it brings up all of her biographical information to help you understand more about her background. It provides learning objectives for the things that you should be learning over the next 3 weeks in the workshop, and it provides you how you can get a certificate of completion. Then you move down to the news forum. This forum provides you with all of the important updates and reminders for the workshop. All of these messages get mailed out to the email that you provide when you register on the workshop site. There's also a help forum. This forum is where you place questions that you may have during the workshop so that people can help answer them for you. Here you see in this particular workshop that there is a video that welcomes you to the workshop and helps you review the items that need to be completed over the workshop duration. And then there's also an outline at a glance so that you can plan your time most effectively. You'll also see that there's an introduction form. This is a place where you get to know all of the other individuals within the workshop and start discussions to figure out what you might have in common and can start learning from them as well. Each workshop provides you with a workshop orientation, which is how to best navigate around the workshop and in live sessions to get the most out of the content material. Then you see the next block we start to get into the content material of the workshop. All of our workshops are based around the concept of 5 pillars. And here you see that there are presentations and manuals, but if you want to learn more about the 5 pillars, you can go onto our website and find out the basis behind our workshops there. You also see how you can find out more about creating a course conversion from an on-ground to an online class, and how you develop that syllabus. And you can see that you can see an exemplary course here, there's some reading materials, and there are some discussions, which are really great to kind of bring that all together in one thing for you. Then you can see that we do the same thing for blended learning. And then we move into a live session. This is a synchronous session, and it provides you with the opportunity to just click on the link when it's time to go in, and it lets you join the session. Now, if for some reason you're not able to join our live sessions, no worries. There's a recording made that you can go back and access. Or if you learned some really great things or just wanted to reference back, that recording is also available to you for a year after the workshop ends. Then you see the next piece is the promoting participation and rubrics. You can go in and learn about those. Again, there's the readings and discussions. Then we go into Web 2.0 technologies, and you see that there's a deliverable. So for this particular workshop, there are 2 deliverables that you need to do. This would be the first one, and you can see there's a specific question and answer form as well. And these resources are updated each time the workshop runs for different things that might be going on. And then you see a deliverable number 2. In this particular workshop, there are some closing thoughts and goodbyes for them. And then we ask you to complete a workshop satisfaction survey, which lets us know how we did. And after that is done, there's a certificate of completion. So if you've completed all of the deliverables satisfactorily and completed the workshop survey, you'd be able to click on the certificate and download that after the workshop ends. The next workshop that we are going to review is the Academic Integrity Workshop. So here you see that this workshop looks very similar to Getting Started in terms of how it's started and set up, provides you with information about your 2 facilitators for this workshop and the goals and what you need to do to complete a certificate, provides you again with an overview and a timeline and your forms for help, and then you get the opportunity to introduce yourself, again to share with others things about you and to learn from others. There's the workshop orientation session. Here you see in this particular workshop that there are 3 presentations that you get started listening to that provide you with a good framework for how the workshop is going to be set up. After you watch those presentations, you then have access to additional resources. These resources can help you continue to learn more about the information in the presentations and can help you with the discussion forum. You can see that there's a discussion forum where you're talking about different topics for a week during the workshop, and you go in and you can start participating back and forth. There is also a live session again with your facilitators, and the link is just there for you to join. And then again, we have the Evaluator Workshop, which is where you give us feedback, and you can do a certificate of completion. If you would like to earn that, you complete your graded discussion. And then there is a Sloan Consortium Effective Practices. We talk about effective practices in every workshop, which is a way for us to encourage folks to submit things that they are doing well on their campus, so we can learn from what you are doing. There are great resources on our website on Sloan Consortium Effective Practices. And finally, the last workshop we're going to review quickly is the Great Web 2.0 tools. Okay, so we are in the final workshop that we're going to take an overview of here, and you can see that it's set up the same as the other two workshops in terms of giving you an overview of what's to come. And you see that there's a news form and a help form just like the other ones. This particular workshop has some practitioner tips that you can review. And here there's an introduction session which helps you with the introduction form and tips for success. Then we move down into some introductory readings and an area where you can discuss those readings. And you can see how there's some different hyperlinks, like there's a glossary here within this workshop, and that helps you review sort of some of the big important pieces to help you understand the tools that are available. Then you move into the tools section where you get to explore an activity and then you discuss that activity. So you can see that there are a lot of tools you get to review and then discuss them. Then there is another area which talks about finding and evaluating those tools, what was helpful, what wasn't. And then the fun part for this workshop is you get to take a quiz. What did you learn from it? What was helpful? What could you go back and check more out so that you learn as much as possible? Then there is a wrap-up session which allows you to talk about those tools that you've learned. And we have the workshop survey, which provides us feedback on how we did on the workshop. And completing a certificate of completion, you need to complete your graded activity for the workshop. And once that is graded, if you've successfully completed it, you're able to earn your certificate. So any individual can go and purchase a workshop seat in any of those workshops we talked about earlier. But another cost-effective way to do that is to purchase a college pass for your institution. To purchase the college pass, you can purchase 100 seats that are good for 12 months from the date of purchase. So say that you purchase them in November, they're good to the following November. So it's a great way to have access to the workshops. You can, as an institution, transfer seats to any individual that you wish to. You have the codes that you can use that can be passed and shared with anyone within your organization. If you happen to use all of your workshop seats up, you have the ability to purchase additional seats before that year ends. Another important program that we have is the SloanC Certificate. This certificate program prepares educators to teach and improve online courses using the SloanC pillars. Now, when you enroll in the SloanC Certificate, you take a 9-week foundation course. During that foundation course, you have the opportunity to select an expert mentor from those that we have approved within Sloan Consortium, and they work closely with you during the foundation course as well as when you're taking the elective courses. So the certificate program has a specific fee associated with it, and then you need to take 3 electives. You can choose a specialization for your certificate for those electives. Now, if your institution has a college pass, you can use the college pass to pay for those elective courses. So we thank you for taking the time to find out more about how the Sloan Consortium workshops work and run, our plan for 2011, how the College Pass program might be a benefit to your organization, learning more about the SloanC Certificate program, and hopefully we will get to see you within one or more workshops throughout 2011. We encourage you to go to our website, thesloanconsortium.org, if you are looking for more information. Again, please feel free to contact us with any questions that you may have.